Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to Final Trade and the Friday seal deals. We're all taking for granted that we'll get a big bonus buck sale on Black Friday next week. So it becomes a little harder to find some deals over on eBay that, even if discounted at TCG Player next week, would still be better deals for you to buy this week from eBay. So the first one is the Pikachu V Box case. Six of them, comes in at $83 with free shipping. I think this is the kind of thing that people go nuts for later on when it's out of print, when someone wants to complete their Pikachu collection, they want it for display. This is the kind of thing that sees good appreciation in Pokemon in the long term. And on the same note, the Shining Fates Pikachu V Box. This is another case, and I searched around on TCG Player to find some of these things, but I'm potentially going to start dabbling in this kind of stuff a little bit going forward. And these two were good examples of things that, even if discounted 12-15% at TCG Player next week, would have still been a better deal on eBay today. Now, something else that I've been doing a lot of research on, looking into a lot. I am not necessarily recommending this as a deal today, but it's something that I'm going to be looking into and talking about more going forward. It's Japanese language Pokemon sets. Since they are different than the English language sets, they're mixed together differently to become the English language sets. And you can find them over on eBay. I'm still working to try and find who the large dealers in Japan are. There are a few dealers in the US who get these. I'm not exactly sure how. I don't know if they're buying them in bulk from Japanese dealers and then reselling them in the US. Most of these boxes will have printed on the bottom for sale in Japan only. And so I'm not really sure what the logistics are for these to make it to the US for the US sellers, but the prices are still pretty competitive, even though these are getting shipped across the Pacific Ocean to the US. And if you spend any time on the Pokemon TCG subreddit, you see that these have a pretty strong following. Now, I'm kind of planning in the next few months to start buying into these slowly, because there's a lot that I don't understand yet. There's a lot that I don't know. And so I've been just looking at these. And one of the interesting things I'm kind of noticing, this is the most recent one to have come out, Paradigm Trigger, $85. And then this was the previous one, Incandescent Arcana, $54. And the one before that, the Japanese version of Pokemon Go, $50. And so what you see is this interesting thing where there's a lot of demand right at the beginning, and the price is strong, and then the price drops off afterwards, which is a little bit different than what we're seeing in the US right now for Magic. What we see here is that the price starts off weak and kind of dallies around and stays weak, and then maybe it'll start going down a little bit after that. But here it seems to start strong on these products in the Japanese market and then drop over time as people move on to the newer releases. And so going back one more set to Dark Phantasma, $47. So one thing I have noticed already that you should be careful of is when you do searching for these on eBay and you get back the results, there will sometimes be Chinese language and Korean language boxes mixed in your search results, even if you search for Japanese. And even though the majority of the listings are for Japanese boxes, the Chinese and Korean boxes will sneak in there. And of course, they sell at much lower prices because they're much less desirable. So just watch out for that if you're going to go into this, and be aware these are smaller boxes and they're like 5-card packs. So these are tiny boxes, and I think you're probably actually paying a premium to what we pay for English language product in the US just on a per card basis. But man, there are some gorgeous cards that come in here and people go nuts for them. So like I answered recently on the 1K Q&A, I'm not a huge fan of foreign language product, but what I said there was that the Japanese language Pokemon was potentially the one exception to that. So I'm going to keep looking at this stuff and just start mixing it in a little bit over time as I learn more, as I get a feel for the market, as I find out who the big dealers are, things like that. So, if you have any good insights into this, or maybe you're an expert on it, give me some tips below. I'd appreciate that. Um, There will be links to the couple of actual deals that I posted down below, affiliate links, so that helps out a lot. And next week on Black Friday, if you do some shopping on TCG Player, please consider using my site-wide affiliate link. It helps out a lot, keeps the channel going. And consider joining the Patreon for $4 a month. You get to know in real time everything that I'm buying. You get access to my monthly newsletter, and you get to always send me private messages and have a chat about your ideas, your questions, discussion, whatever else. So let me know what you think. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join me on Final Trade. Thanks a lot, everyone.